guys, so I am back in my basement, and if you have been following my channel for a little while, you have seen me do basement before and afters before. Back in, I think it was maybe December, I did a huge basement purge and organization, and it's been really wonderful. We spend a lot of time in our basement. It's unfinished, but we still love and use this space a bunch. Now, one area that I've never touched before is my husband's area, because this is like his domain. But today he's given me permission to help him clean it up and organize it. And I'm just so excited. Right?
Oh yeah.
He's watching.
Oh, excited.
So I like, this just speaks to my heart. Organization and purging, my heart is all aflutter. What about yours?
Yeah.
Let's jump right in and clean up the man cave side of the basement. Okay, so this is progress so far, which is basically just to get everything off of the wall and sweep up all of the junk. So we've found some fun things like a punching bag. Forgot we had that, and some other things. We're getting rid of some things. This is like a trash and Goodwill pile over here. And now we just need to figure out storage and organizing all of this, the stuff that needs to stay there. Believe it or not, this is a lot of progress. We've got some shelves hung up on the wall. I organized this area a little bit. We're actually that toddler bed we no longer need. That was right there. So cleared up some space for organizing, for storing things behind the trampoline, and started the process of sorting things over here. Just have so much fishing stuff and so many tools. But we're using this cart right here, and it's gonna happen. Delirious.
my mad scientist workshop.
Do you need something to organize your tools, dear?
Maybe. Maybe so.
Well, guys, it's 10:30 and we worked basically all day long. I am so happy with the progress. So there's still just a little bit of clutter to pick up, but for the most part, so much more organization, so much tidier. I swept so much stuff, and I think we may get one of those fancy tool organizers, but we'll see. And I'll show you the final product. I'm tired. The final thing soon.
You better turn up. You better be there when I shake. Watch me rockin' if I can't stop. If I should fall, just go ahead. Go and catch me, baby. I live it. That's my tune. Chew out, chew out.
so status update. We are really nearing the end of this declutter and organization project. I'm trying to give you too much of a peek. I just have to go on record though. My husband just said he feels like it's Christmas in July. It's actually August, but we won't fault him too much about that. So Jeffrey,
Christmas in August is not a saying. Christmas in July.
how excited are you to have your area cleaned up?
What's that? Overwhelmed. Overjoyed. Overenthused.
You don't look enthused. Trust me, y'all, he's excited. He is finding tools that he hasn't seen in a long time. That's just an advantage of having a neat and tidy space, am I right? So, super excited. We're almost done, and I'll be able to show you the finished product before too long.
Higher level, turn it up, we got this. Turn it up on a higher level. Turn it up, we got this. We got this. We got this.
Your screwdriver.
Alright guys, after a couple days of a lot of hard work, our basement is done. Now, like I mentioned before, I've already spent a lot of time organizing and rearranging and making the other half of our basement really useful. But I had never really spent, I had done some, I mean, I didn't leave it completely alone, but for the most part, the other side of the basement was my husband's domain, and while I would get in and like try to declutter and things like that, I definitely needed his input to really go through every single item and purge a lot and rearrange and just put in some really useful and practical organization. I'm going to show you what we did. I'm going to turn the camera around, and after I show you the after, I'm going to let you guys know a really exciting surprise, something that I'm super excited about. We all are excited about as a family, and it's actually one of the reasons why we decided to tackle this project when we did. So make sure you watch until the end, and I will let you know. As always, if you enjoy this video, give me a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, consider subscribing. So before I show you the very end, I'm gonna show you just a couple of pictures. This is what it looked like before, and then I'll show you what it looks like now. Okay, so obviously our basement is unfinished, but that is a-okay for us, at least for this season of life. You can see we've got a trampoline down here. My kids even ride their bikes down here. Our laundry is down here. I actually just created a craft area down here. It's our pantry, like our overflow pantry. So I shared this on Instagram the other day. Just because a space isn't perfect or exactly how you would like it, that does not mean that it is not usable and cannot bring your family a lot of joy and fun. So we spend a lot of time in our basement, and it works for us, and now it works for us even more. So here are some of the particulars of what we did, and I'll just go ahead and say we spent very little money on this. The shelves that we hung, all of the furniture, everything like that was stuff that we already had. I just kind of rearranged things, cleaned things out, and just repurposed them to a way that made sense for us right now. The one thing that we did spend money on is my husband's tool chest, and you'll see that in a minute. And then we also bought like some empty some like storage containers, like plastic storage containers. This bookshelf has seen many, many uses in our married life. And it was being used for some books, but instead now it's being used to contain and organize my kids' fishing tackle. And then this table is just kind of there. This easy chair has been down in our basement for a long time, but I just changed up the table. This table was facing lengthwise right here, but I moved it out away from the wall so that we could fit more chairs around it, but also so that maybe this way it wouldn't become such a dumping ground and clutter area. This rug, again, the rugs in our basement are just old. We've had them for a really long time, but it's an unfinished basement and they don't have to be really fancy. This chair was a hand-me-down, but this is what my husband works in and he really likes it. This table was actually a hand-me-down as well as these chairs. So really a lot of our furniture, we can be thankful to other people for passing it along to us. And then over here, this tool area, his work table just looks so much better than it did before. There were just piles and piles of things underneath. And piles of things on the table. So we pulled everything out, and then my husband hung up these shelves. And like I said, this is just like spare wood. These are actually wood pieces. They were paneling upstairs that my husband saved. And now they're shelves. These drawers right here used to be used for my kids' toys and activities and crafts, but we haven't used those for a while. They've just been down in the basement. So now they are holding my husband's fishing gear. So we have everything sorted so that he'll be able to find everything really easily. And we kind of splurged on this, but my husband was so funny yesterday when he was filling his tool chest in with all of his tools, because he was able to actually see all of his tools at once, and it was like meeting long lost friends because everything had been piled up in a toolbox. So I'm super excited for him to have this, and then all this counter space here for him to work. And then again, we put up some shelves. We already had all of these brackets, and then the wood is just like scrap wood. This area over here used to be just a catch-all for a lot of different things, but it's neat and it feels more purposeful. You can see all of our charcoal. My husband stocks up on charcoal every Memorial Day, and that'll take us through the rest of the year. He has a smoker, so he uses a fair bit. Okay guys, that's it for our video. I hope you enjoyed our before and after. As you can see, my kids are already making use of this space, as has my husband. But I hinted earlier in the video that one of the reasons we did this and the timing that we chose was because we have some exciting news. We are going to be starting a new channel, a second channel, and this is going to be kind of like a family outdoor adventure channel. So if you enjoy being outdoors with your family, or you just want to be motivated to get outdoors more often, or maybe you just want to live vicariously through us, whatever your reason, I hope that you will go ahead and go check us out. We are MJ Adventuring. I will leave a link down below, and we hope to see you on our future adventures. Go click subscribe, help us to share the exciting news. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and I will catch you guys later.